negligence in every way. He begins to act strangely. He grows worse. And eventually he leaves home. He was possessed by an unclean spirit. Now the Bible teaches that there are demons that can possess a person. And he was living among the dead. This man was possessed of an unclean spirit, and he lived among other people with unclean spirits. He was spiritually dead. And in destitution and wretchedness, the devil pays his wages. Yes, the devil pays. You serve him. Live separated from God. You may live in a fine home. You may have everything that will bring pleasure and happiness and money, but deep inside you're not sure that you know Christ. There's something wrong. And eventually, the devil will pay you off because you've neglected Christ and turned your life over to the devil, even though you didn't mean to. You just did it by neglect. You see, you are in torment. Your conscience is in torment. Your conscience acts as a salt in the wound or a whip on your rebellious back. So many in the press tell the story of their torment in drugs. What have I to do with thee, Jesus, thou Son of the Most High God? Torment us not. Many people say, what do I have to do with thee? That's what this man said. What do I have to do with you? A working man will say, well, he's too busy for Christ. A rich man says that religion is for the poor people. An intellectual man says it's for the uneducated. The common man says, I can't understand it. The radical says it isn't revolutionary enough. Whether you like it or not, you will someday have something to do with God at the judgment. Every knee shall bow to me, and every tongue shall confess that he's the Christ. Whether you like it or not, someday you will bow. When I was taken to some of these areas in the Philadelphia area of disadvantaged people, people that don't have as much as maybe some other people, maybe some of them involved in certain types of crimes, but they're people out in the suburbs just like them. They just live in better homes, maybe drive a better car, but their hearts and their souls are in torment from their own conscience. But Jesus moves among both groups. He moved among the wealthy, he moved among the poor. And he was unafraid, always tender, always loving. And he asked this man, he said, what is your name? And the demon answered back, my name is Legion, because there are many of us that occupy this man's life and heart. And there are many demons today. The demon of sex perversion, the demon of lying, the demon of anger, the demons of drugs, the demon of strong drink, the demon of sex that's out of hand. You can't get it off your mind. You can't get away from it. It's everywhere. You look on a magazine stand and you see sex at every turn. You turn on the television, there's sex. You go to a movie, there's sex and profanity. And if you want to see a good picture, sometimes you have to sit through a half dozen of that kind of picture to see one good one. And today, that's difficult to find even a good one, because it seems that all of them are dripping with these sins that the Bible teaches are coming from the devil. Mary Magdalene had 7 devils. And this man was filled with evil spirits, and some of you are like that here tonight. You yield to temptation, and it becomes easier to yield the next time. You become a slave to lust and passion and your own evil nature. Jesus says to this man with the voice of authority, Jesus said, come out of the man. The same voice that he used to still the storm at the sea, he says, come out of the man. And at once, a change took place in that man. his muscles relax.